Kons podcast.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? It's Kons Podcast, episode motherfucking 66. You know what I mean? Long time coming. And I was trying to get people on here to talk about this shit with me. You know what I'm saying? I put out a little vlog, buy some time. Nobody came through. So, you know what I mean? Here I am by my motherfucking lonely that y'all used to anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, episode 66. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into this Wilder shit. I don't know about, if any of y'all out there watched the fight, you know what I mean? But I for sure did. Got the little link, so like I said in the vlog, you know what I mean? Got the little link for it. I was definitely enjoying that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was their third fight, you know what I mean? They fought three times. The first time was a draw, you know what I'm saying? They came to a draw. Nobody really won that one. But on the judges, compared to the judges, nobody won. You know what I'm saying? But Fury definitely won that one too. He definitely outboxed him. You know what I'm saying? Outclassed him, outboxed him, showed him that science. You know what I'm saying? The whole fight. Wilder knocked Fury down in that fight, and it was all the controversy about. It was a long count and all this shit. Then they fought again, and the second fight, Fury won. He knocked him down, knocked him out a few times, and then we all heard the excuses about Wilder talking about his motherfucking suit or his costume that he wore to the stage was too fucking heavy or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And took out his legs or some shit like that. That shit is all like, that's cool, but that's excuses. You know what I mean? Like that shit is just excuses. Like he lost. You know what I mean? He clearly lost. He just didn't have the science. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he tried to say he had egg weights or some shit in his gloves. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury ruptured Deontay Wilder's eardrum that fight. You know what I'm saying? After that fight, we all know Deontay Wilder fired what's his name, Breland or something like that. His past trainer that he fired because he was the one that threw the towel in the second fight when Wilder was in the corner and Fury was giving him several shots to the face. You know what I'm saying? He was the one defended himself. His trainer looked out for him as he thought he was doing, you know what I'm saying, through that towel in. You know what I mean? So then he ended up firing dude because he felt like he shouldn't have threw the towel in. Wilder went on this whole warrior chant, and I'm a warrior, and I'd rather die in the ring and all this kind of shit, you know what I mean? So then he fired the dude, Breland, and then they fought for the third time, October 9th. Excuse me. So the third fight, that's what this episode's about. 66, the third fight. You know what I'm saying? The trilogy, the close it all, the end all. You know what I'm saying? The icing on the cake, the last man standing to end it all type shit. This was that fight. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this was that fight. So they settled it out. Fury obviously won for the third time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Wilder, it's just like I've been saying, you know what I mean? He's one-dimensional, you know what I mean? He's one-dimensional fighter. He don't use no footwork, you know what I'm saying? In this fight, so he hired a new trainer, you know what I mean? Some dude named Malik Scott, I believe is his name. Yeah, Malik Scott. That was his new trainer that he hired. And he had him looking nice. You know what I'm saying? He had him looking real nice for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Malik Scott had him using his jab. You know what I'm saying? He had him using, you know what I'm saying, using his legs a little bit more, using his footwork. You know what I'm saying? He had him looking nice in the ring. You know what I mean? How he's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? He was giving that science, moving around, using his footwork, creating angles for himself. He was popping the jab to the body. You know what I'm saying? Popping the jab to the chest, making Fury, Fury was looking confused at a point. And this is something that we ain't never seen Fury. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say we, you feel me? Because I got a different eye when it comes to looking at this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? I trained in the ring, I know what I'm looking at type shit. So I definitely seen that Fury was confused, you know what I'm saying, in his eyes because he was off his game plan. You know what I'm saying? He was getting hit with jabs and shit that he never got hit with in the first two fights that he fought Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it in his face. He was off his game plan. You know what I'm saying? He was looking confused. You know what I mean? Because Wilder was coming out, popping that jab, hitting him in the body, and it was getting the Fury a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can tell it was because, like I said, they fought 2 times. They both went, 12 rounds? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of experience with one dude. You feel me? So for him to come out and be popping that jab, getting hit with that jab, that was some new shit to Fury. You know what I mean? So he had to figure that out and recalculate. I done been there, done that in the ring myself. You know what I mean? Where a nigga's coming at you with shit that you didn't do your homework on. You know what I'm saying? You did your homework on the dude and you get in the ring with him, and then he come with a totally different game plan from what previously that you've seen or may have studied the tape from. You know what I'm saying? Once that happens, you just got to reevaluate and readjust. It's all about your adjust skills at that point. Fury definitely showed that. But the thing about it is, Wilder didn't stick to that. You know what I mean? He started off doing that shit in like the first and second round. You know what I'm saying? Which was dope because I ain't never seen Wilder do that. And that's what I always used to say. You know what I'm saying? Need to use that science more. Pop that jab. You got all that reach. This dude is what, 6'9"? You know what I'm saying? Yo, with arm span of something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's tall, he's thin. You know what I'm saying? He got that long reach. You feel me? So all he got to do is learn how to pop that jab out. You know what I'm saying? And go to the body more. Get your opponent. You know what I mean? You want to get your opponent in his mind frame to be cautious about that body shot. You know what I'm saying? Because each little tag is going to sting and sting. So once you start getting your opponent to think that, that's when you can set up the shot upstairs. You know what I mean? This is what Wilder was doing the first 2 rounds. And then, I don't know, man, he fell off of that. Like, it's crazy to see. You know what I mean? It's almost heartbreaking when you like study somebody and want them to win, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been following them throughout their whole career. You know what I mean? Since they was an amateur type shit, you seen them get to the pros, you know what I mean? You seen them get the belt, but then you just start really analyzing them and it's like he got one dimension. You know what I'm saying? It's all power. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool. That's going to get you the belt for sure. You know what I'm saying? But that's not going to keep you that belt though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to come in there that study you and is going to expose you for being one-dimensional, just like Fury did. You know what I mean? Expose Wilder for being one-dimensional. And he's all power. You cannot keep or reign a champ with one dimension to your game when there's so many dimensions to that ring, yo. Third round, you know what I mean? Third round was real vicious. Fury came with a right hook, you know what I'm saying, to the temple. And then they went to a clinch, rather like fell into a clinch after that. He was hurt from that temple shot. And in the clinch, you know, it's called dirty boxing. You know what I'm saying? When you in the clinch like that, you know what I mean? It's a name for that. It's called dirty boxing. You know what I mean? So Fury hit the nigga with an uppercut right in the clinch. You know what I'm saying? Sent Wilder right down to the canvas. Collapsed him. You feel me? That was the third round. So the fourth round come, and Wilder knocks down Fury. You know what I'm saying? He knocked him down 2 times in the fourth round, actually. But Fury got up, beat the count. You know what I mean? And I will say the count was definitely slow. I'm gonna go ahead and say that and put that in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? When they counting, just like I watch a few different podcasts. Joe Rogan touched on this shit on his shit. The Joe Rogan Experience. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't fucked with that, fuck with that. Joe Rogan got a dope little podcast. We having dope people on there, dope conversation. Should be like 3-4 hours long, depending on who he talking to, you know what I'm saying? But if you fuck with Joe Rogan, you know what I mean? His podcast is dope. So he talked about that shit Yeah. Oh yeah, the count. So yeah, Joe Rogan. That's what he was saying. So when the opponent goes down and they count, there's supposed to be somebody out of the ring also counting, so that the ref doesn't miss that, because that's critical. You know what I'm saying? So he counted, and I think somebody was like coming out the corner in Wilder's corner. So he's counting, you know what I mean? He's like 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then he's like, hey, you get back in your corner. You got to get back in your corner. And then he's like 5, 6. Now that's seconds wasted. You know what I'm saying? Giving Fury a whole lot of extra seconds. Like I said, when you get knocked down in the ring, them seconds are critical. You know what I mean? So the fact that he redirected and told somebody in the corner, you know what I'm saying, whoa, 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 whatever, 2 seconds go by, and then you come back and continue your count from the last second, 3 seconds ago. You know, that's 3 seconds extra that you just gave dude to regain his mental, you know what I'm saying, from getting knocked down. You know what I mean? So I will say the count was a little slow, you know what I'm saying, when Fury hit the pavement. You feel me? I will definitely say that shit, or the canvas. I'll say that for sure. But nonetheless, Fury definitely outboxed Wilder though. The whole fight just showed a better class, better science, better footwork, just overall better boxing. So that was the 4th round. Towards the end of the 4th round, that's when that happened. Wilder knocked down Fury, slow count and all that. Then the 5th round starts. So Wilder hype. He hype at this point. You know what I'm saying? The 5th round starts. Wilder is hype. You can see it when he come out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just knocked the nigga down. I want to knock him down again. Whoa. You too hyped to get that punch off. You know what I mean? I can see it. So he come out swinging. Wow. He looking for that right hand. There was a time I even seen this nigga in the ring, you know what I'm saying, holding his hand out, you know, moving, holding his hand like this, and then he threw it. You know, like, come on, yo. That's showing you finna throw a right hand 50 miles down the road. You feel me? Like, you're a big, bright, fucking orange and highlighter green fucking truck, limousine, semi. You feel me? Like, you see that shit a mile away coming. Like, you in the ring just holding your hand cocked back. You feel me? Like, come on, yo. This is pro boxing. You feel me? That's so dangerous in the ring to somebody who really know that science. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And then you throw it. You don't even fake it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that shit was crazy to me to see, as him being a pro boxer. But yeah, like I said, Fury exploited all of that shit, exposed all that shit. So yeah, that was the 5th round. Wilder come out swinging hard, missing. You know what I mean? Because he's too anxious to get that knockout again. He's too anxious for it. You know what I'm saying? He smells blood. He got him knocked out, cool, but you have to calculate these things. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you can get hurt badly to somebody who really know how to box. So Fury took control after that. The 6th round, 7th round, 8th, 9th, 10th. You know what I'm saying? He just took full control. Wilder was definitely fatigued. That nigga was definitely tired as fuck. He was slowing down. His punches wasn't calculating no more. The nigga was leaning on him. That's another thing I'll point out too. Fury did a hell of a job breaking down Wilder's stamina, without a doubt. Because he used his weight, he used his body. Every time they clinch, you know, he was literally putting all his weight on Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Leaning on him. You know what I mean? That shit tear you the fuck down in a fight. You know what I mean? Every clinch, you got, you know, you could weigh 200 something pounds. The nigga you fighting is about 60, 70 pounds over you. And he's constantly leaning on you with all his fucking weight. You know what I mean? And you got to constantly push this nigga off you. Push this nigga off. That's weighing you the fuck down. Fury was a genius for that. You know what I'm saying? That's very strategic, tactical science when it comes to that boxing ring. And Fury executed that shit amazingly. You know what I mean? So yeah, he took control 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round. It was just a bunch of rounds of Fury doing that dirty boxing and the clinch, hitting him in his gut, hitting him in his face, real close shots, hitting him with hooks, uppercuts. It's 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fury just dominating. Wilder was definitely gassed out. Came this 5th round because he was looking for that knockout too much. Gassed himself out, swinging that right hand wildly. 10th, let's see, 10th round, Fury stumbled Wilder. Like I said, as Wilder appeared to be fatigued, highly gassed out. You know what I'm saying? He was, at this time, 10th round, he was looking for Wilder. I mean, you can just see that it was done. Like, Wilder was looking to be knocked out. You know what I mean? Like, you can see it in his demeanor, his body, his face. Like, there was times where he was, in the clinch, in his guard, and, he peeking out, and you could see, like, every time Fury would swing, he would get this curl up. You know what I'm saying? And once you start doing that, you are defeated in the ring. You know what I mean? If a nigga can go like this and you like, you're defeated, yo. You know what I mean? You can't be jumpy and jump at a nigga who's faking a hook. You know what I mean? Because your mind is gone. You know what I mean? He got your mind in his hand once he can do that. You know what I mean? Because you can fake a left and murder a nigga with a right. Because he gonna fall for that left. You fake your shoulder and come for that left, and a nigga's like, you know what I mean? He gonna crumple when you throw that right hand. You know what I'm saying? Because he's too ready for that left. You feel me? Same shit like when he was coming out in the beginning, setting up to the body. You know what I'm saying? When he was jabbing him in the body, he had Fury, he was ducking his guard, trying to guard that body. You know what I'm saying? And that's perfect setup for throwing that hook upstairs, to the chin. But like I said, he fell off his game. It was only 2 rounds of that shit. 2 rounds, yo. That's 6 minutes. You know what I mean? 2 rounds of you doing what you're supposed to do in the ring. And then you let go. You know what I'm saying? For what? 10 fucking rounds straight? Come on, man. So 11th round, that's when Fury, he knocked his ass out. You know what I mean? Nice 1-2. Had Wilder against the ropes. Fury came in and threw that, perfect 1-2. He set up with that left. The left connected. Wilder kind of slipped it a little bit. For y'all that don't know what a slip is, that's if somebody throws a punch and you kind of move your face with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a dodge. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's throwing a punch at you and it's going to make your face go like that, you want to turn your face like that before the punch get there. That's called slipping. You feel me? Or if you move out the way of a jab with the head movement, that's slipping punches. So Wilder tried to slip, you know what I'm saying? But the ropes was there. He was on the ropes, so he couldn't really back up too far. So he kind of ate a little bit of the left, but it's called a 1-2, you feel me? So that left is the 1, so to set up for the 2. So he hit the nigga, clipped him a little bit with the left, which is only measuring for your right hand. You feel me? So once he clipped him, that right hand is 99.9% gonna connect a hard, you know what I mean? Like that's gonna be a hard right. So that's exactly what happened. He came in, threw the left, and came with that right. And it was nighty-night for Wilder, you know what I mean? Collapsed to the point where it was no count. You know what I'm saying? Like the ref, trainers, everybody was like, whoa, threw in the towel, it's over with, this nigga sleep. You know what I mean? It's over, fight over, Fury, you won. You know what I mean? Like that nigga was sleep on the canvas, you feel me? It was memes, a million of them, before this nigga took his fucking gloves off. You know what I'm saying? Like the internet has no chill. You know what I mean? Like literally this nigga was not even cutting his gloves off before I was seeing memes and shit pop up of this nigga Wilder sleep on the canvas. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was in the 11th round. They went 11 rounds. That was 1 minute in the 11th round. Fury catered that man. Uh, like I said, um, like I've been saying, like I said, I've been following Wilder for a minute. And like I've been saying, man, that's that one dimensional shit. You can't keep the belt with that. You know what I mean? If he would have stuck on to his game that Malik Scott had him on, the first 2 rounds, he could have won. But the thing is, fighting somebody like Tyson Fury's going to come in here and use that science. You know what I'm saying? He's going to use the footwork. He's going to use the head movement. He's going to use angles. He's going to use body shots. He's going to come at you with half man, full man. There was time I seen Wilder just standing at half man. That's when half man is when you're in the ring with your opponent and you're kind of sideways to him, you know? So if you're right-handed, you're gonna be sideways. You know what I'm saying? Your body's not gonna be orthodox full on to your opponent. You know what I mean? You're gonna be kind of sideways to him. That's called half man. You know what I'm saying? So there was time Wilder was doing that shit. And that's cool for sparring. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in there with another world-class boxer, you don't approach him in a half man stance. This is my personal opinion, you know. I don't know what he had rocking or what his trainer was trying to get him to rock with that. But now that's a no-no. So yeah, Wilder, you know, and then when he swings with so much energy. The dude got hands of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to swing exerting that much energy in his punches. You know what I mean? There's no way. Like, you have the hand of Jesus, yo. Like, you got freakish punch power. Like, this is power that nobody has seen since what? Mike Tyson? All the comparisons to the great hard hitters that he'd been compared to. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got dynamite in his hands. You don't need to exert that much energy when you have freakish power like that. You know what I'm saying? He's putting energy in hooks and missing. You feel me? And when he misses, he has to take a step forward because he's throwing his balance off. That's putting way too much energy in your hooks. You know what I'm saying? Because of missing that big could be the end of your career or your life in that ring. Like, boxing ain't nothing to play with. Like, when you're boxing on a world-class level like that, you don't want to take them type of chances. Because like I said, in your career or in your life in that ring, you know what I mean? You fighting against somebody who's been being trained how to knock you the fuck out, you know, on a world-class level. So that's nothing to play with when you're fighting on that type of level. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to swing and send your own self having to take a step forward because you missed off your own swing, your own hook. That's totally dangerous to a counterpuncher, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a counterpuncher. So we look for that. You know what I mean? We're going to look for you to swing and miss. We're going to create the way we box, a counterpuncher boxes. He's going to create you to swing. He's going to create openings for you to swing and miss. You know what I mean? That's just how a counterpuncher works in the ring. So yeah, very easy to set up with that. Man, I don't know, man. Like, I love Wilder. He's a dope heavyweight boxer. Me being a heavyweight myself, he's dope. You know what I'm saying? He could be at top of his game. He could run that whole class. He could dog shit Tyson Fury. If you have to train him, you have to get his psyche to think that he has no fucking power. And Wilder would be an amazing fucking boxer, yo. Nobody would be able to beat him, yo. If you can get him to think, I don't have the hand of Jesus, I don't have dynamite in my fucking hand. Like, if you can get him to think that I don't have this amazing right hand that puts people to sleep with a simple tap, you know what I'm saying? If you can get him to think that he don't have that, yo, this nigga would be unfucking stoppable, yo. Even Wilder himself said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I knocked him out, and I wanted to get him out of there. I wanted that right hand. And that's you can't want that shit. You have to set that shit up. As good as he is with that right hand, yo, you got to set that shit up, yo. You can't just come out swinging for the fence like that out the gate when every boxer know you got a right hand. You know what I'm saying? You got to set that shit up. You know what I mean? Somebody who really study this boxing ring gonna easily counter that shit because that's all you got. You know what I mean? You have no jab ability. You know what I'm saying? You don't use footwork. You don't go to the body. You don't set up your hooks. Like all of that shit is big factors when you're a heavyweight boxer. You know what I mean? You got to set that shit up, man. You can't just swing like that. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what Fury showed everybody for 3 fucking fights straight. You know what I mean? That's what they went a total of what 12, 24, 36. So they went like 34 total, 35 rounds. You feel me? A total of 35 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And Fury outboxed that man. I would say at least I'm gonna give Wilder them 2. So I say Fury outboxed Wilder for 33 fucking rounds. You know what I mean? Hands down, you know what I'm saying? Easy. You know what I'm saying? That's not even having to think hard about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but shout out to Deontay Wilder. Shout out to Tyson Fury. I think some recent tweets came out. Fury was at first kind of bashing Wilder because he was saying it was a poor sport. He was saying good fight and all this shit to Wilder, and Wilder was pretty much saying, fuck you, nigga. I don't fuck with you, which is poor sport shit. It is. If that's petty. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, both of you niggas is going home with over 10, 20 million fucking dollars, man. Like, there's no reason to be that poor of a sport or to be that mad or being that petty because you lost 3 times. You lost 3 times. I mean, and then eventually Wilder said, yeah, at the end of the day, I did my best and he's the better man or some shit like that. He tweeted out. But this is 2-3 days after the fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not good to be that petty. I understand you mad, but yo, you probably, you got to be humble about these things. You're going home to probably, you probably got a fucking 4,000, 5,000 square foot fucking mansion on fucking 2 acres. You feel me? I see Twitter videos and shit. This nigga going in his fucking backyard, popping off Desert Eagles and shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You live in lavish, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be humble about that shit. There's no need to be, fuck you, nigga, you beat me type shit. Like, nigga, just take your L. Like, you know what I mean? Let that nigga be the better man, like, and work on your game for next time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, episode 66, you know what I mean? Shout out to Wave. Tried to have you on, my nigga. I even put out a vlog, bought a whole fucking week. You know what I'm saying? And still, we didn't get that done, but yeah, it's all good. I have you on a different episode or something, my nigga. Yeah, my nigga Brim, he moving zigzags, like I said last time. I wasn't trying to really wait on that either. But yeah, episode 66 is finally here. You know what I mean? Yeah, Wilder versus fucking Fury took place October 9th. Yeah, stay tuned for episode 67. I had Vino Lamano on here, you know what I'm saying? Had a little interview with him, conversation with him, you know what I mean? Shout out to Vino for doing that. He didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? But he fucked with your boy though, you feel me? Which is solid love, But yeah, stay tuned for episode 67. This is episode 66. Signing the fuck off, you know what I mean? Yeah, Stay tuned for 67. You know what I'm saying? Kons Podcast, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. When you hit the subscribe button, be sure to hit that bell. You know what I'm saying? That bell helps you catch these episodes. You know what I mean? It'll alert your phone whenever I pop one of these motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hit the like button on that shit. Comment. You know, all of that shit helps getting a part of YouTube's algorithm to accomplish this goal I'm chasing here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Kons Podcast, episode 66. Fuck with it. Stay tuned.